Hello, my name is Dave. I'm gonna tell you about the time I got suspended for being in a fight club at school, and it fucking sucked, and I hated it. So the day started out normal. I was at lunch, just chilling, minding my own business. Then I look over to my left, and I see a bunch of bodies by the staircase that's kind of hidden. I think to myself, what the fuck is going on? I gotta go check that out. So I go over, and I see a bunch of people in a circle formation, and two dudes fighting in the middle. And I'm like, well, fuck. That looks kind of fucking suspicious and really bad. So I'm gonna go sit back down and mind my own business like a good fucking person would. And my friend, his name will be Eddie for this story, comes over and says, let's go join in. I'm about to go fight some dudes. And I'm like, okay, bet. I'll just watch. So we go over there. We're standing. We're just waiting by. The fight ends. And some girl who I hate to this day comes over and says, Dave, and we'll call this dude Ray. Ray, fight. You guys are up. So me and Ray just look at each other thinking about what the fuck did we just get ourselves into. And me as a person, I kind of crack under peer pressure, and I'm like, well, fuck, I gotta fight this dude now. So I go in the middle, I draw my backpack, and I say, well, fuck, we gotta fight now, dog. I'm sorry to tell you. He looks over and he says, well, I guess we gotta do what we gotta do. So we start throwing down. Me and Ray are not small dudes, we're pretty big dudes. So we just start throwing down, so you could just imagine two big meatballs going at it, fucking to see who's the better meatball, I guess. And to top it all off, I was wearing an orange Hawaiian shirt and he was wearing a blue tie-dye shirt. So it was like a fat Goku and a fat Vegeta going at it for the last Dragon Ball. It fucking was pretty funny. So we start throwing down, like I said, I win, thankfully. I fucking finally won something in my life in this shitty story. So the fight finishes and I hear someone scream, 5 hours coming, security is coming. So everyone just starts running like it's fucking Black Friday. So I walk away casually thinking about what I just did and wondering what the fuck is gonna happen. So I pick up my backpack and I start heading to my class. Then I finish the day and I go to the back of the school where I usually get picked up to hang out with my friend. And then the school police officer pulls up in his car. He starts to talk to me and my friends and I don't really pay attention until he points and says, aren't you the one in that video? To which I say, what video? He then tells me that there's a video of me going around fighting the dude Ray. Apparently these fuckers don't remember the number one rule about Fight Club. Do not talk about Fight Club. So I go home thinking, what the fuck is gonna happen to me tomorrow? And I go home kind of worried. So the next day comes around and I'm going to school doing my own thing. Until people start talking to me and talking about, aren't you the one in that video? How come you're not suspended? You got caught fighting. To which I say, what the fuck are you talking about? People that I have never met before in my fucking life were coming up to me talking about, you got hands, my boy. And I said, well, thank you, I guess. So third period rolls around and the leader of the ISB comes to my room to talk to the teacher and she notices me and starts looking at me and we'll give her the name Miss Blue. Miss Blue kind of looks like the dude from SpongeBob with the swollen lips, exactly like that. Miss Blue later informs me that where I was fighting there was fucking cameras. She seen the whole thing and she thought I was pretty stupid for what I did and that it was only a matter of time before I got caught up. So then I knew it was only a matter of time before shit really hit the fan, so I went to my fourth period and not even 10 minutes later I get pulled out by the security guard. His name was Mr. Lopez, and Mr. Lopez had just told me that he seen the video and he thought it was pretty funny, but I should probably stop fighting. And he was right, it was a pretty funny video. He then tells me that I have to go to the administrative office and he's going to give me a ride on his golf cart with his other security guard partner, who isn't really relevant to the story. And they're both pretty big people, I mean, so am I. So you can imagine 3 fucking meatballs on a golf cart, and it did not go very well. I was on the back holding for my fucking dear life, and we were fucking burning some rubber, to say the least. That shit, I don't even know how it didn't fucking collapse. By the time we got there, that golf cart was in no good condition. So I walk into my assistant principal's office to see the same cop that had talked to me the day before with his arms crossed like he'd never seen me in my life, and that I had just disappointed him like he was my fucking father. And not even 2 seconds later, my fucking assistant principal busts through the door looking like the Mucinex ad, talking about, do you know why you are here? And I tell her, well, I have a pretty good idea, and she says, yeah, for the fight, and that's gonna cost you 3 days. To which I say, well, that's unfortunate. So yeah, I got suspended for being in a fucking fight club that I never even signed up for. I just got my name called for. And it fucking sucked, and I never ever recommend it to anyone else, but on the bright side, it was pretty funny. So yeah, that's how I got suspended for being in a fucking fight club. I am so stupid, but hey, at least I'm not a bitch. So I guess the moral of the story is, don't do dumb shit like me, and always have hands ready just in case some shit goes down.
Bitch, I'm on a mission, my destination the grave. Aim my chop into your head, then I take off your toupee.